I think no, I didn't sound like a squirrel, did I? Kel's just been posting squirrels in the chat. Maybe she's been laughing the whole time. God damn it. Thanks. That only happens when I restart the computer. I'm not really sure why. I don't remember when I restarted, though. Well, the streaming PC. Okay. Alright, dude. She's like, "Ooh, I'm just gonna clip. Ooh, ooh." I hate it here. Okay. Well, we just got started, okay? Dude, I'm gonna gloat for a second, okay? I this isn't even an ego thing. This is just a dedication to my 7 or 8 days of hard work on the Iran-Israel conflict. I think I am 99.9% more knowledgeable than everybody else on the planet. And the only thing I'm missing is the intelligence that the Trump administration gets that's classified. So that's the only information I'm missing, which is probably about 10% of the puzzle. Which it could be a pretty hefty 10%. But I could explain to pretty much anybody, anywhere, anytime, the history of Iran, the history of the conflict, why Iran can't have a nuclear weapon, why people are totally against it, why some people are totally for it, why a lot of people are down the middle. I could, like, if I was a better orator, I could probably go on a news thing and explain the whole thing. I'm just from my perspective, I'm not great at explaining stuff sometimes. I guess it's because I'm used to watching people who professionally explain stuff for like 20 years, so I'm comparing myself to them, which isn't fair to me, but I could probably coherently explain the entire thing to somebody. I could give you the timeline generally. I could give you the steps going forward. I could go why the Trump administration is split in half right now. I could go why the American population is split pretty much in half. Actually, I don't think it's in half. I think if people understood what was going on, about 80% of the people would agree on a specific action towards Iran specifically. And just like anything, there's two like radical sides hijacking the conversation. There's the people that think that we should go in there and destroy the whole thing, which is a very small subset of people. But there's a larger, more and radical other side that's super isolationist that think that we shouldn't do anything ever. And those two radical sides, the ones that want to go in and do something, they want to go in for a full regime change, throw the entire U.S. military at Iran. I would give that the people that feel that way at like a 1% of the population. And then the people that don't want to go in and do anything at all, I think are the like a 19% to make up the 20% of the radical point of views on this. And then I think the other 80% agree that Iran can't have a nuclear. This is all predicated on Iran being close to having a nuclear weapon. Okay, so if we agree that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, 80% of Democrats and Republicans agree on this. Where they start to differ on is like how much intervention they want the U.S. to undertake in order to keep them from having one. But from what I can tell, like what I put in Discord is 80% of the population is okay generally with the U.S. airstriking Iranian nuclear facilities and like pretty much destroying their entire nuclear program, and that is it. No troops on the ground, no prolonged conflict, no execution of their the Ayatollah Khamenei, which is Iran's president, but it's more than a president. It's their religious leader. So assassinating him actually has exponential more consequences than like taking out just like a president would, which would already be bad. So currently how it stands, that is my current stance, actually. I think it's the most pragmatic, rational stance, obviously. But those are the three perspectives. Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Oh. Oh, it's because I was memeing around, wasn't I? God dang it. Thanks. But that is the most pragmatic, I think, rational, after gathering a bunch of data. Like, I've gone through a bunch of stuff, and that is kind of the conclusion I've come to. Now, today, Trump actually extended Iran's timeline to come to the table and negotiate not having nuclear weapons. So Trump gave the Iranian regime 60 days. And then 7 days ago, it became day 61. And Israel decided on day 61. So props to Israel, because I think they wanted to go in sooner, and Trump convinced them to give Iran a chance to negotiate. But on the 61st day, that was like 7 days, 8 days ago, Israel went in and just started removing a bunch of military assets from Iran. And then today, Trump pretty much said that he'll make a decision in 2 weeks. But I don't think he specifically said it. The problem is you're dealing with like secondary reporting, and a lot of secondary reporting is either purposeful misinformation to try to drive a narrative, or it's like not quite accurate and it's taken out of context. So I'm not like real sure Trump actually said the 2 week thing, but there were multiple reports on that today. Why are we involved? I get that. I'm a pretty big, we need to deal with America's problems first and foremost, period. But the country also lives on a planet with a bunch of other countries. So there is an appetite, a rational appetite, to make sure that like you're safe within this other sea of countries' ecosystems, right? In a perfect world, right? This is a perfect world point of view that some people on the right, I think, is like incredibly naive. It's called isolationism. That like we shouldn't do anything outside of our own borders, shouldn't touch anything, right? I don't have a lot of a lot of left ideology, because a lot of the left's ideology is based on a utopia that's unattainable. So a lot of my point of views are anchored in what I believe to be like, I don't want to use the reality because that sounds like it's weaponized, but in like a pragmatic reality, like how people actually vote, how people actually make decisions, not what they say, what they do, that kind of thing. So in a perfect world on the right, we would only focus on America's problems, and we wouldn't deal with anything else. And that to me is like an extreme far right opinion. Like it's incredibly naive. It's like a utopia. It's never going to happen. So why are we basing our point of view off of this out of this like utopia scenario that's never going to happen, right? So I am pretty isolationist, but not fully isolationist, right? My doom scrolling algorithm crazy. I don't know what's going on in the I don't watch any mainstream media, right? Because even when I watch it, their opinions are like super, even when they're right? Like they've come to the right conclusion, but they've come to that conclusion. You ever have people that you agree with, but you don't agree with them on literally almost anything else, and the way that they got to the same point of view that you have is like a weird way that you like you have the same opinion, but they got to it in a totally different way than you did, and you just happen to like have intersected at the exact same point. So sometimes like I don't really like, because my fundamental point of view is attached to ideas and like ideology and like data instead of people. Like, I don't mind agreeing with people that I disagree with like 99% of everything else. Like, even if sometimes they get to the same conclusion by being crazy about it, right? Like some people are like, don't go into Iran because we hate Israel, right? Like, and that's not a point of view I agree with, but like we would both line up on like not going into Iran. for example. So I find people saying don't go to Iran and do anything, and I'm agreeing with them, but they're doing it because they want Israel wiped off the map. So it's like how they got to this conclusion, how they got to this point of view is like not in any way how I got to it. We just happened to align on this specific point. Like I wouldn't be too. I don't know how the doom scrolling is, but I actually don't think it's that bad. Israel's gone in and done all the heavy lifting. They've gone in and we have air superiority over Iran. Like Israel's gone through and taken out nuclear sites, missile silos, anti-air defense systems. They went in, they pretty much took out their like our version of like Pete Hegseth and like JD Vance. That was like day 2. They just like struck them in an entire meeting and pretty much killed almost their entire military structure. And then when they appoint new ones, Israel's gone in and pinpointed and killed more of them. So every time they appoint somebody, Israel almost instantly assassinates them. The sleeper cells is a real problem. It is. If people have like engaged with me before, I've said that like you gotta be real careful with the open border thing, because it wasn't just foreign illegal labor that like came through the border. A lot of it was like criminal enterprises. A lot of it was like people from like regions you wouldn't even think of, right? Like Congo, Afghanistan, Iran, right? Like paying the cartel to smuggle them in through their massive tunnel networks. You know, you're getting 3,000 or 4,000 people crossing the border a day, right? It wasn't just refugees. Like just think if you're trying to infiltrate a country, like, are you going to go through a port of entry or through an airplane, or are you going to go through like the least plane of resistance, which was our southern border? Like, of course you're going to do this. And there's all kinds of reporting about it being in there, but I mean the cat's out of the bag, so to speak, on that one. Like, they're already here. And the entire point of them being here is to kind of like, that's what terrorism is, right? Having this entire threat that something bad's going to happen if you take an action is try to de-incentivize you from taking that action. So those people are here to de-incentivize us going after Iran. But I could go through the whole history of Iran, but Iran's pretty much been at a war with the U.S. since 1979, when the Ayatollah Khamenei overthrew the monarchy and installed their own like Islamic radical government. They stormed our embassy in Iran. It was like a big deal in the 80s, right? It was a big thing Reagan had to deal with. They had like a lot of people just don't know the history of Iran, of how we even got here is one of the biggest problems. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my God. I should have kept one up. Oh, I know what I do. Hit the Windows button. There we go. Give me a summary of Iran U.S. Embassy. I try to fuck this up as much as I can for Gronk to see if it can figure it out. Okay, November 4, 1979, when Iranian students, part of the Muslim student followers, stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking 66 Americans hostage. The immediate trigger was President Carter's decision allowed the disposed Shah of Iran to enter the U.S. for medical treatment, which inflamed anti-American. The CIA overthrew or helped. The CIA helped overthrow the Iranian regime in there. I think their thinking was, at the time you have the USSR, you have the Soviet Union, and I think that government was sympathetic to the USSR, so the CIA worked on this plan to try to overthrow their government. So actually, the US created the current problem in a way that we have right now. Right? Like, the US has orchestrated regime changes via either like direct military action or through covert or subvert actions through the CIA or the State Department or USAID. Like we did it in Libya, we did it in Syria, we were trying to do it in Brazil like last year, by the way. Like if you guys remember, I don't know if anybody remembers X, like this platform right here, there was a judge in Brazil that ordered X to get shut down in Brazil temporarily. That actually came from the Biden administration State Department through USAID to try to influence Brazilian elections. So anyway, the CIA has a history of doing this. But it lasted 44 days. 52 hostages were until January 20th, 1981. And as soon that's just the day Ronald Reagan took office. They the current regime let the hostages go. And then ever since then, Iran has been very destabilizing generally in the region. A lot of the exterior countries around Iran don't like them at all. This includes like United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Jordan. Syria is a little bit different because of their unique situation of civil war and regime change as well. But Iran in the 1970s used to look like the U.S. kind of. Like the women had a lot of rights, right? They didn't have to cover themselves consistently. They weren't under like a Sharia law situation. But once they took over, the authoritarian Iranian Islamic regime pretty much cracked down on all women. And then since then, there's been a bunch of stuff there. But that's a kind of a brief history of like Iran there. And then Iran has spent for like 20 years, if not longer, actively working to develop a nuclear weapon. Multiple times. There was a big one. I forget what it's called. There was a really big thing a while back. Was it Stuxnet or something? What was the Israel? Cyber attack. I want to destroy like no major city, no major bridge. Yeah, I mean, the overarching point is Iran has been actively working with a weapons program on making a nuclear bomb. They've been working at this for 20 years. So how this works is you have to enrich uranium, and enriching uranium in order to make it weapons grade to make a nuclear bomb takes time and research. Now, a nuclear reactor needs like, hold on. I'm sure Gronk knows. Okay, so uranium's used in nuclear power and in nuclear weapons. It's a uranium-235. Okay, so fuel for commercial nuclear reactors is like 3 to 5% enriched. And then you can get a higher enrichment, 20, for like some research, some naval propulsion reactors, and some medical stuff. But you're looking at 20% enriched. And then 20 to 50% super special reactors, I guess Russian submarines. But pretty much anything above 50% isn't used for anything civilian-wise, okay? Like super edge cases in between 50, like super edge cases. Not typically used in modern civilian applications is 50 to 85. Significant proliferation concerns, right? You get a lot of concerns between 50 to 80%. But when you're getting into 90, you're literally you're only enriching uranium to this point for a nuclear weapon. Yeah, always come to me. I can generally figure. I'm like 95% sure I can figure almost anything out. I at least like at a civilian level to like rationally look at stuff. 100 like I'm pretty confident in my ability. It takes me a little bit of time, but I can figure it out. That's literally what a submarine guy does. Like when you get to a submarine, you're like a white blank canvas. You're like out of boot camp, and they take you, and your skill set is being able to figure out how this entire nuclear fucking can works by yourself. That is like the entire. You have a bunch of people who are experts, and they quiz you, and sometimes they'll help you out. But the entire process of learning how a nuclear submarine works is so that like if like 30% of the crew gets killed in something, you can go work on work on the nuclear reactor with having no experience because you have the skill set to take the books in there or things in there and learn it on the fly. So that is the skill set that I have coming out of like the number one skill set I have coming out of the military, especially submarine service, is being able to take a bunch of information and stuff I don't know and figure it out. Like sift through the stuff I don't know. There's just like a thing in English, I think way back in the day, I don't know if you ever had this, where they would have a whole paragraph of stuff and then like it was an exercise to pull out the thing that actually mattered. I remember this in a couple tests way back in the day randomly. It would give you a bunch of like fluff around it, but it was like trying to get you to discern what the actual information was in there. Anyway. So that's how uranium works. Kind of, right? You don't need to know how it works. Just know that like enriching it to higher and higher levels becomes less and less civilian use. And once it kind of flips over into like the 85%, 90% range, you're literally only trying to use it for a weapon. So now that we know that, now some of this is classified info, okay? So I have to kind of fill in the blanks a little bit. What enrichment level does Iran have? I did, yeah, people are trying, I did see the Nimitz false flag thing. People are always trying to look for some grand scheme and things. It's crazy. Trump has been, I've seen more Trump stuff than most stuff just because I like to keep up to date. Like I watch a lot of stuff. Trump has always been a builder. So he went to Saudi Arabia 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, in order to work with the Middle East on trading, right? He wanted to go and build. There was actually kind of a crazy speech that didn't get a lot of press at all about him talking about the U.S. going into Iraq and Afghanistan and trying to, and he like almost apologizing, saying, some of our leaders have come in here and tried to teach you how to modernize, how to teach you how to run your culture, right? Have come in here and tried to nation build. Right? It pretty much said that was dumb. The U.S. should have never done that. The way that we work with the Middle East is through trade and cooperation, not through military action and subversion. So Trump has been incredibly consistent about not wanting the U.S. to get into a conflict at all. He's been consistent on saying and even through the policy of trying to get the Ukraine-Russia thing solved. There was a time with Pakistan, and this was like 2 weeks ago, there was a issue with Pakistan and India where they were trading shots back and forth, and both of those had nuclear weapons, and they were able to get that de-escalated. But every time Trump has shown himself as like a builder, not a destroyer, which is why like, if this was any other administration, I guarantee we would be in Iran with troops already. Any other administration, right? Like, it's been very, very careful in dealing with this Iran-Israel thing. There's a lot of pressure from Israel to get the Trump administration directly involved in Iran. Like, this is clear. Both Netanyahu, which is their leader, says this. Their media outlets constantly say this. They even put out like information like that the U.S. is helping, and then every time the U.S. is like, no, we're not directly involved. Now, the U.S. has defensively been helping Israel, like, take some things out. The U.S. has positioned military assets in the region, but how the U.S. military operates is they put all the infrastructure in place so the president has the option to use it if they need to. So the military is very proactive. So when people see troop movements or ship movements, they're like, oh, we're going to go do something. That's not always the case. It's so that they can go to the Pentagon and they can come up with they want the president to have as many options as possible when dealing with the situation. And in order to have those options available, those assets have to be available. Well, how the assets become available? We have to move them into position. So the B-2 bombers that we might use, the aircraft carriers, right? Those things are getting moved into position so that there's options on the table. Which, of course, that's what you would do. Like, if you're going to go mow the lawn or do a construction project, you're going to get all your tools and things available generally beforehand and set them out. Or if you think a storm's coming, you're going to go pull all the patio furniture off, right? The storm may never come, but you prep yourself just in case. Most recent report, so they had the Iran was, so I said anything over 50 is very alarming. Iran is enriching uranium up to 60%. Now, we don't have the intelligence. There may be intelligence, classified intelligence that, you know, the CIA or Mossad or people have. Like again, we only have access to the public information. So even when you're looking at a situation, the president and the staff has access to highly top secret classified information that nobody else has when they make decisions. Which is why when you vote on a leader or a president, you're voting on their pretty much their capability of looking at all the information the American public doesn't have and making a decision that's best for the country with the viewpoint of the American people and with the intelligence the American people don't have. In January 2023, IA inspectors detected particles enriched up to 83.7%. Iran's Fordow facility. Now, this Fordow facility is important because it's a massive underground bunker it's a massive underground nuclear facility where this highly enriched uranium was detected by these inspectors. These inspectors are not from the U.S. They are like a UN international inspectors. So they purposely made this Fordow facility, and then you can detect some stuff. So they detected really highly enriched uranium in January 2023. And then Iran denies it. During centrifuge reconfirmed, no stockpiles levels confirmed. Iran maintains, like, you can't trust any of this at all. If Iran was like trying to make a nuclear weapon, they're not going to come out and tell you, oh yeah, we're making one. So like when I see them say is for peaceful purposes, like they're not. If they were doing the other thing, they aren't going to tell you. But even 60% enrichment has no practical civilian use. So that's kind of where we're sitting at. So like people like to make the, I don't. It's not a 1-for-1 comparison. It's a low IQ 1-for-1. Well, I won't say low IQ. What kind of? But it is a low information comparison to compare weapons of mass destruction in Iraq to a nuclear weapon with like detectable. Like they said. I remember some of the intelligence for weapons of mass destruction, and it was based off of this possible site. And I remember them saying that that every time that the inspectors went to find these weapons of mass destruction leading up to the Iraq War, that every time the inspectors were going to go look at a site, that Saddam moved these supposed weapons of mass destruction to a different site, and he was just playing like Frogger with them. This is a very different situation because they have the verified uranium. They have enriched it to 60%, and you also have like actual traces of it getting to 90%. You have an actual nuclear. You do have a civilian nuclear program, so you have a lot more actual verifiable pieces to the Iran situation that you did not have even for weapons of mass destruction. Now, people don't remember that that Saddam actually used chemical weapons against the Kurds in like 1991. They used these weapons, and then it was only till 2 years in, like into 2003 or 2004, like 2 years into the Iraq War, that they finally like came clean or realized that he didn't have them anymore. They actually did stop making those weapons, but like Iraq did have weapons of mass destruction. It was just 10 years prior, so it gets a little more muddy there. But this Fordow nuclear compound, at least for the information we have today, is the U.S. is the only one that this thing is like buried like 200, 300 feet in the ground, like super reinforced, heavy reinforced concrete. That we are the only one that has a B-2 stealth bomber that can drop a bomb that's big enough that can penetrate to get this thing. Like Israel doesn't, nobody has it. Israel doesn't have it. Europe doesn't have it. So the reason that we are even having this conversation right now is because the U.S. currently is the only nation on this planet that has the weaponry that's capable of getting to this Fordow nuclear plant or a research facility buried deep inside of a mountain. We're the only one that's like this 30,000 or sarcastic bomb that can like penetrate deep into the ground. And even then, it looks like we would have to drop multiple, because like they can go like 60 meters, and it's like, and the facility is like 90 meters into the ground. So they've been working on this for a while. So that's the problem. I think now I'm getting speculative here, okay? A little bit. I don't think the Trump administration wants to assassinate their president, the Ayatollah Khamenei, their religious leader, because that could cause way more problems. That the Trump administration just wants Iran to not get a nuclear weapon. That's it. The reason we have to pussyfoot around Russia and Ukraine is a lot of people like to say, oh, we're for Ukraine and fuck Russia. Why doesn't the U.S. do more? Well, it's because Russia has nuclear weapons. You fucking potatoes. That's why. So what you want to do is avoid having another nation state that literally has chanted death to America and death to Israel for the last 30, ever since they took over in the 70s. They've wanted to destroy Israel and the U.S. They don't hide the fact. I think every Friday they have this chant. So they're pretty much, if America was streaming, Iran is in the chat spamming death to America every single day in the chat. They're just caps lock spamming this. I was wondering if I could find, I didn't like it or anything. I don't know. This is top. Maybe latest. There's one where, like, when Trump went to the Middle East and talked to Saudi Arabia, the Ayatollah guy came out on a chair up on a stage. I forget what his handle is. Fuck. Let me see if maybe Trump will pull it up. I should have saved it. Damn it. I forget who posted it. I'd seen it multiple times, but it's been a while. I need the Ayatollah guy. Where is he? It's this guy. That's 2023. I don't. Oh. Yeah, that's that same room, but I'm looking for the 4 minute. Oh, here. Well, this will. Yeah. Well, this is the same one. Yeah, but he sits up here and talks to people, and like I think it's like every Friday or something. Like they like you do not want to have a radical religious leader that chants death to America for America's involvement or death to Israel, like for Israeli, who have said it for 20 years. They have funded Hezbollah and the Houthis, and they funded terror in the entire region against Israel. They're like the number one state sponsor of terror. Russia was aligned with them for a while until like 3 or 4 days ago, where they said they kind of broke ties a little bit. China buys 90% of the oil from them, so Iran's been under these massive sanctions forever. But China has been trading with them consistently forever, like helping fund it. Oh, like the Obama administration sent over billions of dollars to them. Like we could pay them off to not do their religious thing. But they like nobody in the region likes them at all. They're the ones that destabilize it the most. So you do not want these people to have a nuclear weapon. Period. Because once they have one, then a lot of options are off the table on how you deal with them. So while I would like to not intervene into another country, when people say something for 20, 30 years constantly, and they're trying to find the ultimate weapon of mass destruction, I believe them. And then all the other data shows that they are. So really it just kind of comes down to Trump wants them to stop their program, period. And if they don't, then he has to make the tough decision whether he goes and, like, instead of having defensive, like, it's called a kinetic war, like, to go in there and, like, instead of just, like, support Israel logistically and let Israel kind of do the kinetic part of it, to go in with our only bomber and finish off their nuclear sites for good. This guy's also really old, too. And then in the backdrop of that, multiple times Iran's women have disappeared, and then there's been massive riots in Iran. But the problem is you're dealing with an authoritarian regime, so when people speak out against the government, they instantly disappear. So anyway, that is my general synopsis. That was kind of long, but that's kind of what's going on. I don't know how media is playing it, but that's the general synopsis. Trump's trying to keep Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. He wants them to come to the table and sign an agreement to stop it, period. The U.S. is the only one right now that can finish taking out the sites. Iran's been chucking ballistic missiles at Israel for the last 7-8 days, and it was pretty bad to begin with, but it looks like they've kind of like almost either run out or just don't have the infrastructure anymore. Israel's been over Iran constantly. So like right now it's like, if you want to take out the nuclear site, it's like now is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, because there's no anti-air. They don't have an air force anymore. They don't have any anti-aircraft weaponry, because Israel's been taking that out for the last like 6-7 days. So if you wanted to go in and do it, like now would be the time is the problem. So it's actually a very, very tough decision. We evacuated the bases around the area. Like, once you hit... The thing is, like, countries aren't stupid. It's like, Iran knows that we're helping... we're funding Israel, or we're selling weapons and things to Israel that they're using. It's like, Russia's not stupid either. It knows that, like, we're using Ukraine as a proxy to attack Russia. So that way we just give them the weapons, but we don't have to use our troops, and we can have plausible deniability that we're not actively attack. It's called a proxy war. Like you're at war with somebody, but through another nation state. So like we're at war with Russia through Ukraine. Like we're at war with Iran kind of through Israel. Proxy wars are like the modern way to do warfare. It's a way of like you not using your troops and resources, but draining the enemy's troops and resources. I follow a lot of intelligence people, and the homeland threat is real. Not Israel, but it is a real threat. A lot of it because of the open border policies. But I mean, again, I like to live in like I'm not gonna live based off of like I'm not gonna make a decision based off of like an improbable fear, like it could happen. Like I still drive a car around, and there's always a chance when I drive my car around that I could get in an accident and die. But I know that's a risk, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Like, we take risks all the time and don't even realize it. So my chance of getting in a car accident is 0%. I cannot get in a car accident until I get in a car, and then my probability of getting in a car accident goes from 0 to at least something. And there's always a chance that, like, there's some massive blowback terror thing, but, like, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. They can't. They cannot have one. They can't. It hamstrings our ability to deal with Russia. They will use, like, they've literally funded the Houthis in Yemen to do the tanker stuff where they were attacking international tankers and hijacking them and firing at vessels. Like the Hezbollah, which is the oppressive semi-para government that's over Palestine that suppresses the Palestinians. Takes massive amounts of money to fund terror against Israel. I'm sure they placed things in the U.S. as like if you back Iran into a corner and they think they're all gonna die like a backed animal, like they probably will use all the assets that they have as a last ploy, and I would be surprised if they didn't have assets in the U.S. But I'm willing to risk, I'm just saying personally, like if there was going to be a terrorist attack where I live, but it would keep Iran from having a nuclear weapon, I would take the risk personally. Because like if Iran has nuclear weapons, they will, like it's a high probability they would use them. Like the entire this is a radical religious group, like a cult. Their entire like when you kill them, that is their way to get to heaven. Like that's how they've kind of like warped the Islamic religion to fit like their narrative, but they see them taking out as many people that aren't part of their religion and them dying as like the ultimate sacrifice. So you do not want to have people with that point of view or perspective with one of the most devastating weapons on the planet. Like they just can't have one. No. So that is kind of where my point of view is on that. And there's a lot of times in life where people be like, where they think that there's always a good option, and rarely in life is there, like when you're dealing with a problem, rarely is there a perfect solution. You're just dealing with a bunch of what's the least bad solution that we have on the table. And I think right now we're at a point where we have to deal with the least bad answer, and all of them come with like inherent downsides and risks. So that's how I kind of look at it. Like there's a lot of sensationalism around stuff for sure. And I wouldn't live my life based off of geopolitics because you can't control it anyway. But I've seen a lot of people on the rights like really, really, I would say extreme argumentation, like extreme isolationist argumentation. Like they live in this world where they think like if we don't do anything with Iran, then we'll just be fine. And then they've also bought into this, which they do have some. There is some of this that, like, if we don't do anything in the Middle East, they'll just instantly like us and not do anything back. But their entire frame, some of the people, some of the government entities in the Middle East do not have a Western frame of reference where they think, like, if we're nice to you, they'll be nice back. They work on an entirely different perspective, like the religious perspective. You're either part of our religion or you need to die. Right? So you can't pay these people money to get them to stop. You can't be nice to these people to get them to stop. Like, the only thing you do is convert or die. That is the radical form of, like, that religion. And that is the government entity over Iran that subscribed to that radical. Like, I've even looked at the Quran before, right? Like, there's different, just like in Christianity, there's different like segments of Christianity based off of interpretations. Islam has the same thing, is they have different interpretations based off of, like, what they decide to look at. And the Iranian government has decided to take the most radical version of that. Like, they suppress their women. The women can't talk out public. They have to stay covered. Like, any dissent is instantly met with, like, people disappearing. Yeah, but if I subscribe to the fact they're close to a nuclear weapon, which I do, then the only option is to make sure they don't get one. Like, at pretty much all costs. Because people are kind of naive, like, they wouldn't use that against the U.S. Like, there's more than one way to use a nuclear weapon than just, like, flying it over with a plane. There's, like, multiple other ways to do it. And the last thing that I would want, like, I don't even want the risks of that even to be possible. Like, I don't want them to have a nuclear weapon and then every day it's like, well, they might use it on us. Like, we already have to deal with North Korea. We already have to deal with China. We already have to deal with Russia, right? Like, we don't need another country that has this. All right. Well, the game. That is my days and days and days of going through it and looking at it. And like I said, you can hold on, I gotta answer this. AYA. Two weeks, maybe. I think Trump honestly deals with it the best. I'm gonna be honest. Like, he uses like straight mafia tactics, but the people that are on the other side of whatever we're looking at use the same tactics, and I think that's why a lot of administrations have, like, not really done anything ever, is because they're not willing to play the same game other people are. And Trump definitely does that for sure. He definitely uses mafia tactics. Over threaten. It's like almost like a car salesman, like with tariffs. We're gonna make tariffs as sarcastic as possible to force countries to come and negotiate. Like, we don't intend these tariffs to be like 400, 500%, but we're gonna make it so painful that you have to do something and come talk to us. And I think that's actually the military thing here, is like, we're going to show you, we're going to do everything but strike you. But we're going to move aircraft carriers. We're going to let Israel come in there. We're going to do everything but do it ourselves and hope that it's so painful that you come to the table. I think that's kind of the strategy. I would say it's like to really water it down would be like a car salesman where like the cars were 7, so they say it's 10,000, right? Knowing that you're going to come and work it down to like 8 or 9, and then that way when you work it down, if the car is actually worth like 7,500, and they instead of selling it to you for 10, you're like, okay, we'll give it to you for 9 grand. You feel like you're getting a deal, even though you're like $2,500 above asking price, right? So a lot of the strategy I think of the Trump administration is to do stuff like that, be super sarcastically high or be super aggressive because their actual line is like 20 or 30% below that, and then that way the other people feel like they're getting a deal when they work stuff out. So I don't know about the 2 weeks thing. The administration's definitely sided on trying to negotiate with it. I don't know. I don't think you can negotiate with them, but I don't mind trying as long as in the middle of that they're not like actively working towards. They're not able to actually work towards the weapon, I guess. I need to go back. Oh, I didn't mean to back all the way out. I mean, we still have massive problems in the U.S., right, on top of it. So it's taken the news cycle for right now, but like Portland still has massive anarchists like attacking ICE facilities.
Ever thickening fog for the...
Oops, I didn't mean to back out of it.
No threat at first, just a light haze over fresh morning dew, bringing greater sheen to ripe berries and a bountiful fullness to grazing beasts. How subtly that sheen dulls and the bounty dries up. As it begins to creep in, to seep in, and whispers turn to whimpers. Food spoiled, livestock dead, water poisoned. Some call it a cleansing. Most call it the Walgrim. I call it my destiny. My rule seemed bound to failure, but for failure, I'd never planned. But you,
But me,
the one who
I need water.
the
My ooze been
fear. It has always been you. So here, take this gift, the mantle it bestows. Pray that you might bear its weight a little better than I. But never forget, no one plans for ruin. When the Walgrim calls, how will you answer? In your hands lies the power to raise a kingdom. With Aldamore's survivors, you venture out in search of a new land where you can begin again. Together, you will grow and rise, but you alone bear the weight of the crown upon your head. How will you wield the gift given to you? What will be the legacy of your reign?
Ooey. Okay, I just restarted it so I could look at the thing. Uh-oh. Oh my god, of course I get something I need to do real quick. Okay. Try and ooh those wheeze. Alright, single player. Oh my god. Alright. Let's put my brain back together. Just a couple notifications I wasn't aware of. Okay. Let me check you real quick. Oh my god. Usually I don't have any... I'm missing something somewhere. Is this working? Oh my god. I see. That was the first time that's happened. Okay, that's why I didn't know. I've used that before. All right. Whew. All right, Dran Roth. Oh, I'll just keep the dog flag. I didn't mean to do that. We'll keep black background. Black and white. We. Oh, the save already exists. God damn it. Hold on. Oh, it autos. How do I delete you? There, delete. There we go. I want to start over. The timer was running that whole time I was talking. There's Mr. Dog. Oh my god. Okay, just do ooweed. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about that at all. Oh. Vigilance is what we picked. Okay. I'll play the tutorial. All right. Well done, Your Majesty. Now that we found our new home, let's move our location to the keep, which is this caravan. Once there, select the caravan, press the deploy button. Every kingdom receives one keep, so it's a hub of government and rule can be established. Okay. Does it really matter where? I mean, we just make it in the middle, right? Deploy. Yeah. I want this. I don't want the music to get paused when I do that. Okay. Caravan provides means to move goods. We're good. Okay. I can pack up the caravan. I can deploy with the keep. Trader's hut. Okay. Your royal home and the seat of government and the power in your kingdom. The places where you, in your career work to undermine. You've been playing Risk? What about the board game? Never tried playing that? I know it's risky raising a family, so. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm glad you've been enjoying Risk. Dude, I had Risk on my iPad on the submarine. I play with people. You know, it's actually kind of crazy. Just random story. Is we all got 3DSs in Japan, and it like so we'll just say submarines is like long can. At the bottom on the front is where the torpedo room is. And also sometimes during deployment, they'll make extra racking where you can sleep between the torpedoes. But we could go down there and then during like operation. So how this kind of works is like it's like an 8-hour rotating shift. So you work for 8 hours, but on the after you get off of work, right? You're called what's like offgoing. And off-going means you have a lot of responsibilities. So people that are at their watch station, like you need to go give them restroom breaks. Or you might have to do maintenance. Or like during like high-tempo operations, you might need to be called up to support even though you're technically like off duty or off work. And then after that 8 hours is done, then you have 8 hours of what's called oncoming. And that should be your sleep time. But anyway, so a lot of times during deployment, during our, like, on watch, you can't play your 3DS, right? Like, you're actively at work, looking at screens, doing things, okay? But when you're off-going, you're kind of, like, on call. So, me and my friends bought, some 3DSs, and it had, like, the red port in the front, so you could kind of connect to each other. Like, in a local, like, within, like, a couple feet of each other, you could play. But it was kind of funny is like you'd have like 4 of these like big military guys like in the torpedo room. That's where I first played Monster Hunter actually. Whatever Monster Hunter was on the 3DS, that was the first one I played. Playing Pokemon was really good. Something that's really grindy, right? That you back in the day like you can't upload to the internet. Like you need it to not have to connect to the internet and be really grindy. So like I got Pokemon, I got Monster Hunter. I think that's where I started playing like Fire Emblem. I'm sure I had some other stuff. I'm just thinking at the top of my head. I feel like I'm missing another one. I don't know. But you would have like 3 or 4 guys like yelling about Pokemon, like in the middle of like some massive operation going on the boat. But like we need to be up to be on call. Like we can't be sleeping. So we'd be just down there yelling about Pokemon or Monster Hunter. Right, there's a bunch of guys in military uniforms playing on the 3DS. People don't realize how big gaming is in the military. It's like massively big. Right, like there's not a lot of forms of like entertainment that you can just like you can go watch movies for sure, but like that gets old, right? And then like there's not a lot of space for like board games and cards. So luckily I was in when we had like portable devices to keep distracted with. It like a Kindle was awesome, right? Like 'cause you could put sarcastic amount of books on here. So that way when you were gone for 3 or 4 months, you had plenty of stuff to read, plenty of stuff to watch. If you got enough games for off-going, you had plenty of stuff to play. Really lucky. That I served in the time where like where we had those things. I'm sure people made it, but like if we talk about the 90s where it was just people that played cards Or even like you don't have a lot of room, so even if you take books down to the boat, which is a submarine, you take books down to the sub, like you can only take a couple books because you only have so much space in your rack pan. So it's not like you could bring a whole library down. So like even then, like back in the 90s or 80s, like people could have books and things, but like they would only have so many. Where if like you had a Kindle, you could have like 20 times the amount of books on there, right? Risk is such a great game. I won like Axis and Allies. That was one of the first board games I remember as a kid where my friend's brothers, which were like 10 years older than he was, they were like 15, 16, 17 back in the day. They would have this Axis and Allies board where they would play. Well, Axis and Allies is a recreation of like World War II. So you could be like Japan or Germany or the US, right? And it was, you know, you had battleships and aircraft and all kinds of things. But these games would take months. Months and months. Like if you played it like quote unquote correctly, you would, like people would make a move and then they would spend like a day trying to figure out their next move type of stuff. And then they would go play for an hour and then they would come back the next week and then they would make another move and go next week or whatever. So Risk is a super watered down version of that for sure. But yeah, great games. Oh. Wait. Why can't I deploy this? Deploy your wait, place your keep. Oh. So I guess I can't place it there. Sony PlayStation in the tents, yeah. Like like when the people are in Afghanistan, same thing. They had PlayStation, you know, set up a TV. You're in the middle of like Iraq, right? Like gaming's huge in the military, and that's kind of why, because it's like you don't have a lot of like entertainment options. Like it's not like you're gonna go on a vacation. You're not gonna go downtown fucking Baghdad, right? Like you're like you're either like out patrolling or you're on base playing video games or whatever. Okay, well, I place my keep. Oh, okay. A primitive stockpile is an essential hub for all resources gathered and distributed within the area of influence. The stockpile must be located within a range of work sites so builders can complete their duties. You'll need to raise a number of these structures across your kingdom to reach as your reach expands to ensure that your workforce can properly operate. So I need a primitive stockpile. At the bottom of the screen, note the build menu. Okay. Here you'll find every available building you can construct. Select the logistics button, then locate the primitive stockpile within. So not that one. Okay, so it's got a circle of influence. I wonder if this circle of influence needs to be within the hub. I'm just going to go with, let's put it right next to it. I guess this is our keep though, huh? Do I need a road? I'll put that there in case there's a road thing. Okay. We don't have any supplies, so how does this work? I miss playing so much. My brothers don't want to play with me. God dang it, that sucks, yeah. It's actually why I don't do a lot of multiplayer games, because like when I want to play something, I hate my ability to play something being hamstrung by somebody else. Like when I want to play, like, I don't know, when I want to play something, like I don't want to be, oh, I can't play because of blank. So that's usually why I'm not multiplayer. And I'm kind of particular when I play stuff too. I guess that's kind of particular like that. Like one of those is like I want to play when I want to play. No, headstrong. Yeah, hamstrung. Yeah, we strung up Ham. We should establish the means. Wait, whoa. Yeah, we'll take anyone on. Well, back where you belong though. Should establish a means of gathering management resource, the build menu, the okay, blah blah blah. Within it, navigate to logistics and farmer tabs, reconstruct a primitive stockpile, logger camp, courier camp, and food stores. Those form a backbone of your fledgling kingdom, are the essential to access. So we need a. We made the primitive stockpile, right? We need a logger camp, a courier camp, so log, stone, and food. Yeah, we're definitely gonna fuck this up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like. I don't know. This is tough. I made models back in the day, kind of. Like I like the model building. Like back there are these old plastic model things where you get the whole like I guess it's just a model. It's like a plastic set, and you would like pull the pieces off of this like big plastic fucking square and put things together. And I had a friend that had like big into Warhammer, like his dad was, which is kind of crazy. He had like this massive stable that he spent, thousands of hours making. And I always thought that shit was really cool, but I never had the patience or the money to like try and even start putting stuff like that together. I'm a little surprised there hasn't, I guess Tiny Tina's in a way, I don't know. There hasn't been this like big game that's built like a board game. Where the pieces look like you paint your pieces and you like a digital form of like Warhammer, where you build your pieces and things. It'd be like a combination of like Power Wash Simulator and like model building kit and like Civilization, I guess. Spend time putting your stuff together. I think one day we'll probably have a really intricate thing like that, maybe. Like, I would really like a game that was kind of like Civilization, but like really detailed, where you had to. Oh, dude, I don't know. It would be really what is the word for it? It's not optimistic. I can't think of the word right now. But like when we played Satisfactory and you're making all these pieces, I wish we were making those pieces to make like a mech. Well, you're putting in the entire infrastructure, like you're putting in an entire like logistics system to make your army, and then you're using that army to do something. Yeah, kind of an ooey. Yeah. Welcome in, Jazz. But it would be, I think it'd be really awesome to have like a game kind of like this. But like you're putting in all the logistic stuff for your army. Yeah, that's true. Either a board game form or whatever. But like if you had to sit there and like actually like paint your pieces and put them together, and you had to gather all the stuff for your pieces, and then like when you sent, you have a different feeling when you sent your units off to war, because you're like, dude, I spent 30 minutes on these units, and they're all gonna die. Just put them all together. So you're like, you really have to think about sending them to war, to battle, because like they're dead, they're gone for good. Then you have to put them all back together again. I don't know. It'd be super in depth. Wait, these guys don't have anywhere to live. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, we need a logger camp. Okay, so this covers Mr. Logs. Now, do I need to be... I'm assuming it needs to be in range of this. Oh, shit. Speaking of that, where do we get stone at? Harvest all rough stones within the area of influence. But where are they taking it? Let's do logger camp. I'll keep it in range for... Actually, you know what? We're playing around. Let's put it there and see what happens. Wait, why is there a... Oh, stoned? Yeah. You could say stoned, I'm pretty sure. We'll ban you, but you can say it. I don't know why these guys are protesting houses. I know a protest sign when I see one, and they do not like houses. Look at this. If they don't want houses, I mean, I won't. I kind of want them to live somewhere, but they're literally all protesting. They also don't want roads. What the fuck is this? They like trees. They put up a banner for trees. Yeah, you ever seen those protest signs? They say no school zone. Dude, these protests have been going on forever, bro. Look at this. End school zones. Nobody says anything. Like, same thing. I've seen huge... These have been really popular in Ohio. Look, you guys ever seen these end construction signs? Like, I agree. Fuck these things. Look at this. You guys had these in your state? End construction zones? Dude, I agree. That shit is rough, bro. Every day. End construction, those end school zones. Fuck yeah, bro. Now, I'm not a big protester, but, you know, these guys have been protesting for a while, and they do not give up. They even put up cones, and they put on, like, vests and stuff, and they're out there every day between 2 and 4, but not on the weekends and not on holidays. Like, they protest for, like, 2 hours a day, and then they leave all their signage up, and then they're out there for months, sometimes years. Cone protest. They come with all kinds of equipment. Look, they even try to flag people down. You ever seen these? They're like, hey, end constructions. I'm like, dude. Then we have this guy, like, I don't know what this is. Like, he's pissing into a pile. I don't know. Yeah, 40 minutes to end of work zone. I don't know why it's a time thing. It looks like a space, but anyway, that was kind of my point. All right. Slow children, yeah. Prudes, yeah. No blasting, bro. They're obviously not gamers. We always be blasting. We never stop. Oh, if you guys are just getting here, which I know you guys are here 100% of the time and never leave, so, but just in case, this is a new game, a new city builder, and then the way that you treat your people is how your colony or kingdom kind of progresses. So, I'm not really sure how it works, which is why we're playing, but if you're like a benevolent ruler, you have like access to like better holy-ish buildings, and then if you're like a dictator, I guess you have like dark buildings and things. I'm not quite sure, but it's kind of like how you decide to rule. It's how your colony or kingdom mirrors you. Okay, they are clearly running. So this was outside the sphere of influence. And I did that on purpose to see if they would walk it over here. And it looks like they are. Now, no Mimi, it looks like they want a road. But they also need housing. They want me to put a courier camp down. This doesn't seem to be... This doesn't seem to cost any resources. Oh, shit. Okay. True. We need to be near stone. This is probably the best case scenario. Okay. We should establish a means of gathering magic. The bill. Okay, I already went through this. Wait, why is it telling me this again? Once these have been established, collect 60 logs and 80 rough stone. This should provide you sufficient materials to begin further construction. So we have 30. Okay. I need food stores, though. How do we get food? There's a well. There's... Hold on. Oh, I need 8 rough stone. Okay. The people are not happy. I will tell you that. I know happy people, and these are not them. Maybe they need that my specialty cider. What's chat's favorite cider? I know my favorite cider. It's always cider season over here, though. Oh, you guys like Dixon cider? Nice. Same. One of my favorite brands. Wait, you guys never had that? It's pretty good. Dude, I'm about to become a dictator in about 10 Okay, good. I got stone. All right, we're good. If my population doesn't do exactly what I want, I will instantly take away their voting rights. Instantly. What? Wait, actually, what is this? Okay, required to ensure your citizens' basic needs. Okay, well. I don't know how wide. How do I... Okay, I know that's occupied. Actually, there's a big thing here, so maybe I'll just... I didn't look at this when I did it, but oh well. Okay. So they're going to come take the stone. We got huge logs incoming. Huge logs. I'm going nice and slow. Okay, build food stores. We are. Hold on. How do we build a road? I think I'm going to do it. Wait. This is kind of weird. How do I... Does it cost anything? Hold on. It doesn't cost anything. So why wouldn't I? This seems weird. So I click. I don't see my cursor. Well, that's not helpful at all. Yeah, I'm one of these people. We're going to take the road all the way around. Did we not make the road here? Why? Hold on. Why is it telling me 404? I thought... I must be missing something. It's like telling me the same thing. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why that won't work. I have no idea. I should run. I'm assuming this speeds up their production. I don't know. I'm gonna run a road over here and see. I would assume that they would be a lot speedier on the road. Well, he's just taking a shortcut. I mean, to be fair, I do this too. Okay, we gotta collect 80 rough stone. There. This is our storage. Wait, how much money do we have? I have 45 gold. Okay, and we're losing 10 per tick, whatever our tick is. Man, these guys work all night. I need to hire these guys. These guys know what's up. No holidays for these guys. Contracts. Oh, militia. 20 per day. Scout, spearman, bowman. Okay. 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 Issue detected? Issue detected. I was trying to see if I could name these people, to be honest. The harvesting class. Okay. I'm assuming the chime means, yeah. Okay, warming hearse. We have supplied our people with shelter, but our two critical needs that still must be to ensure their well-being. Apples and firewood. True. Applewood. Or fapples. Build an apple orchard and a wood chopper. The apple orchard must be placed within the area of AOL. It's actually area of influence, but of your food stores, while the wood chopper must be located within the primitive stockpile. Fuck. The higher the worker count, the greater the yield the farm produces. As a rule, an apple orchard with 5 workers can supply enough food to satisfy a small population, around 100 farmers. As your need for farm goods expands, you'll need to provide additional farms to account for the increase. Okay. The wood stores or food stores and okay. So this food storage we just build, the apple orchard needs to be within this area of influence. And then the primitive things up here for the wood chopper. So apple orchard. Oh. Okay, so it's got this green circle. Huh. Well, well, the thing is, it's not a building, it's like a plot of land. So like, do I mean, that's our first run, so I guess probably not trying to be perfect with it. But I feel like the orchard should be out here, like away from the center. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Daytime. Can I put this down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, nope. Doing a little pre-planning, if you will. And I will. But if you will too. Actually, I don't even know how to delete a road, but... We are going to be a civilized society, okay? Don't even worry about it, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. Oh shit. Can I move this stupid thing? How do we bulldoze demolition? Thank you. How did we get this perfect? That's actually 8. Well, almost perfect. That's nutty. Because you could do this and be like it's a major thoroughfare, just like on this side. Around the keep. Yay! I should save it. Ooh wee. Duh. Okay. All right. Jacuzzi. Okay. Isn't that the girl that's hard to get? Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi. But I can win her yet. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the jacuzzi real quick. Oh, wait. Okay. All right, so we did all that so I can get an orchard. Now we got to put that other building back down, though. This primitive stockpile. I just wanted to move it. Okay, R is the rotation station. I don't know. Does it say? Provides an essential hub for all resources gathered and distributed amongst the homes and buildings within its area of influence. Ensures that citizens' needs are met and that buildings can be constructed with ease. I just wanted to move it because of the wood chopper. I'll put it here from now. I'm not really sure how these buildings are supposed to interact with each other. I need a house. So they want an apple orchard, which need to be in range of this building. Of the food stores. So the question is oh, I guess it's in blocks of 2. I'm just gonna do that. How do we get a road? Give me a road. Can I put a road down here? That's a bridge. Because I will. Oh, God dang it. I don't know what it is. This is weird. Okay. It'd be like down, like the main street down the middle. Okay, they came back and rebuilt it. Primitive stockpile was constructed. Okay, it's fine. Oh, I need to right click to get out there. What is this? Well. Oh, wood chopper. Is that... Converts logs into firewood. So we have logs. It's... Wait, didn't it say it needs to be within a primitive... I mean, the other thing said... The thing is, I don't know... I guess we'll figure it out. I don't... Like, they're moving logs to here. Wait, what is this? Hold on. Wait, why do I have 2 primitive stockpiles? You know what? I think it's because it told me to build... I'm not confused. This is a primitive stockpile. Okay, fine. Then I'm going to put the wood chopper right next to it. That kind of solves that problem. Okay. Because why would I move the logs away from each other? You know? And the question is, I wouldn't do that to you guys. I really wouldn't. Wood chop. Oh. Well, now you're gonna tell me about areas of influence. The area a building is able to affect is represented by the area of influence. Radius around the selected structure. They're color coded gray, blue, green. So stock, water, food. And buildings with this area affected by the structure are highlighted in yellow. Okay. Allowing you to easily track which buildings are served. Some structures can have their AOL, their area of influence adjusted. To modify it, simply select it and adjust the slider. Try this now. Wait, what? I can adjust the area of influence? How? Oh, it wants me to the resource camp. Oh, so I can expand it. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Buildings without a road access will display this icon. Without dirt road... Oh, I'm already ahead of you, though. Without dirt roads, residents will struggle to successfully deliver goods. Roads allow for swift flow of traffic as residents can move between sites fast. Okay, so roads do up the... Okay, so they do speed up them. Most structures also require road construction to be operational. Select the logistics. We did that. Food stores and printed stockpile. We've actually already done that, so we're good. Taking stock. A summary of available resources displayed at the top right of your screen. You can customize the resource by right-clicking on them. Oh, I see. So I can move these around. That's cool. Okay. So far, the UI isn't really that bad, so. Alright, next, let's place a well in the area of the settlement where you intend to house residents. Citizens of job sites then have fresh water within its area of influence, which essentially means needs your settlers fighting fires and providing ample supply of the firehouses, growing food, and later aqueducts. If multiple wells in the area have overlapping area of influence, each of them are slightly less efficient due to sharing the same groundwater source. That makes sense. They're sucking up the same water. Alright, so now we got to figure out where... I think we are the most bang for our buck, like, right here, to be honest. Or I could make a middle thing here. I'm going to put it right here for now. Oh, shit. You know what? I know why. Hold on. Get rid of that. It has that sidebar to it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, no. Am I oohing a wee right now? There it is. So I'm going to rotate it so it's facing that way. Okay. Dude, my settlers still haven't got a place to live, man. Wait, what? What's wrong with you? Producing firewood. I don't know what this box with a question mark is. Okay, well, we built the well. Okay, homes provide each class a sense of security while also providing the inside of the residents' happiness and well-being. To prepare for new arrivals, we should construct the type of housing they desire. Okay. Give me fire, give me that which I desire. Okay. Prepare for new arrivals, we should construct the type of housing they desire. Yeah, we can do that. Let's make use of the logs and rough stone, which we have a bunch. You are stockpiling later. We should build at least 10 farmer houses so those have a place to call home. Consider constructing additional homes to encourage local Nizians to join our community. Okay. Farmers need at least 2 of their needs to be met to be willing to move in. Additional needs must be fulfilled in order to increase occupancy. Okay. The question is, Actually, if I do this. No way! Okay, I can just... Alright. Damn. Let's okay, that's fine. We can deconstruct this. We're just gonna have to relay out the thing. It's literally one away from it being... Actually, I should put the farmer's house down so I have a point of reference. Okay. And we can do this. Wait, why can't I? You mean too far away? What? I must have clicked something different. There we go. Put that in. Farmer house. Oh my god, there's not enough room to put no one in there, is there? No! If I removed the other road, I could, but... I mean, this was going to be scuffed to begin with, because... Oh. Actually... Oh my god, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm actually down one. That's why we didn't have enough room, and that's why I had to move it. Oh, no. No, no, no. We're doing this the right way. I'm not really sure how that happened, because I thought I... Well, we need to make 10 anyway, but... Okay, well, demolish the road again that I literally just made. I keep... How do I... Why... Ugh, I hate it when exit isn't out of this menu. That's why I keep hitting and pulling up the main menu, because I'm so used to that. Actually, this well serves both. We need to make 10, right? We just need 10 farmer houses. Okay, so do this. Let's rotate these bad boys. See, now this fits perfectly. I hope the water's within its sphere of influence. Because this one... Alright, I'm assuming this counts because it's yellow? Wait, how does this not have water? I'm kind of confused on that one. Tax rate, fully stocked. Okay. Oh, they're still building. So why hasn't our apple orchard started producing? I'm sure they'll cover it. To understand the functions of various structures you can build, simply click the help button located on the side of the information plane. This will reveal important information about the selected structure. Try this out by clicking on farmer house and finding the help button. Up here. Okay, cool. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I can do that, Almost every building has information with the help panel. Be viewed at any time. When you require information on the purpose or function of the building, you'll find the necessary details here. To continue, expand the highlight topic in the help panel to expand the subject. Okay. Oh. Okay, so there's a bunch of drop-down menus for this. Okay. I won't go through all those now, but good to know. Next. Oh, expand the health bar, which I did. Click happiness resource bar. You can monitor the current happiness of your people within the resource bar by hovering over it up here. Okay. Give you a more detailed breakdown of each class's feeling. These remind me of the happy faces on at the doctor's office. It's like, what's your pain level? None, 1, 5, 8, dying. Low happiness can significantly impact your province. The following may result: income is reduced, production decreases, chance of disease, increased immigration rate. Okay. Not immigration, migration. I think them leaving. And it's out. Okay. Oh, happiness. If 20 more individuals of the same class are discontent, there's a chance they may revolt. During these protests, affected citizens suffer the following. Production is affected and income is affected. Okay. Oh, here we go. The job menu used to effectively manage work sites and job priorities. A job's importance can be adjusted by right-clicking and dragging and clicking the corresponding buttons. Raise or lower the job on the list. The highest priority job is always listed at the top. To ensure the kingdom's job sites are running efficiently, open the job menu now. Oh shit. All these up here, okay. The wood chopper you recently built could be more efficiently run. Adjust its priority by dragging the wood chopper to the top of the list or by clicking the highlight arrows to the right of its entry. Oh, that's why nobody's working these. Because they're all working the primitive stockpile, the logger camp, and the quarrier camp. I have builders. Ah, okay. So I could make less builders. I don't know. Do we need people working the food stores? To be fair, I don't need a bunch of people. Oh, this is the priority. Okay, this is how you assign more people to it. Okay, so I could pull... I see. Like, if I only want the courier camp to 3, you know, if the logger camp to have 3. So I can assign more somewhere else. Right. Then everybody else can work on... I don't have any unemployed. Somebody needs to work the well, though. I guess not everybody needs to work the apple orchard. Okay, I'll figure this out. 1 in food storage, 2 in well. I want people working them. Okay. Wood chopper to the top of the list, which we did. That's literally all the stuff I just did. Okay. The jobs menu, that was this. Click the help button on the top. Oh no! Oh, night, Jess. Have a good ooey. If you know what I mean. Oh, growing the workforce. Our citizens. Oh my god. Wait, why can't I just pause? Wow. Just pause it there. Our citizens' need supplies from the beginning outpace our... Wait, our citizens' needs for supplies are beginning to outpace our ability to produce them. We should look for farmer population to at least 40. Once complete, build a hemp farm, outfitter, fermenter to further needs of the farmer class. Oh, shit. We got a class system. Classic. That's a crunchy pickle, actually. Dang it, I'm kind of hungry. Fuck. Oh, well. I could make a little something later. I just realized I already ate all my Chipotle. Okay. Once these structures are in place, you need to focus attention crafting highly valued resources. Startups produce 50 of each cider and hemp clothing. You may need to establish apple orchards or wood choppers to meet these demands. Don't forget to adjust employment, which we did. So we need to craft highly valued resources. What? How do I see our farmer population? It says 0 across the board. I still don't know what this means. Well, now we have like a whole job list here. How do I get off of this menu? Okay. Edicts, trade, diplomacy, tome of knowledge. Okay. So let's figure out pollution. Who's polluting? Who's throwing out their wood scraps? Wait, he doesn't have a house? Why? How many people can live here? Advanced needs need to be met. It doesn't have firewood? Why? Wood chopper. I have 2 people employed here. Oh, there's no road. What? Who did that? Wait, didn't I? Fuck. Is that why? Because it doesn't have a ROAD? God damn. Why? This is so weird. Why does it do that? It's like I click and drag. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. I don't know what this icon is. Oh. Well, it went away. I could either build another... I'm just going to build them houses, man. No, I'm just going to give them a house. Fuck it. I was hoping they would upgrade and then I wouldn't have to do this, but I'm just going to do it. I don't want my people going without housing, unlike America. They're just spamming my chat. My royal chat with no houses, so. They keep adding me in Twitter. And this is not how I run my colony, okay? How do I know what population has a house to it or not? I have all farmers. Wait, how are 3 unemployed farmers? Wait, can the wood chopper take another one, or is it just 2? Just 2, it looks like. Okay, so I can't do anything about the wood chopper. The whole reason I did that is because I thought it would have... God dang it. If you take care of their needs, another person can move in. Yeah, advanced needs need to be met for this. Wait, the foundation of some have been laid, but much has been done. Wait, but it must But much must be done to encourage its growth. Your curious small group of buyers who help you find your way. Chancellor Bola de Khan and the Duke are those who remain from the fallen king's curia. Sir Hayward, a trusted knight and friend, is added to round off the group. Together, you must determine where best to focus your efforts for your fledgling kingdom. The solution is easily found, Your Majesty. Without people, we would not have come this far. Their resilience should be rewarded, instilling confidence and joy. True. True, Chancellor. That we've overcome much. The tragedy of the past are but a few steps behind us. This is why we should focus on securing and protecting that which we are starting here. Only with a strong defense can we find the courage rights once more. Ruler, both reasonable positions, gentlemen. Yes, Your Highness, reasonable to be certain, yet overlooking that which most reliably maintains and grows a kingdom, its coffers. Without sufficient coin, it'll be difficult to grow beyond such a simple thatch and stone. We must inspire the people. Fair points. Our citizens' security, our wealth, all important foundations. I gotta make a choice. Safety first above all else. How best can we help our people? You choose coin over citizens or security? I'm worried that if I don't focus on safety, that we're gonna get overrun. I'm gonna do safety first. Our sovereign, we're still unfamiliar with this land. As such, we must remain on guard and procure means to defend and fortify our fledgling kingdom. 'Twas not like long since we side by side took up arms defense for Buffalo and King. I never question your desire to protect Hayward, but we must secure the settlement's wealth. You're both mistaken. If I may, Your Highness, Hayward's requests may cause tensions with locals. The Dukes, will the time come to playing coy, must establish a sense of community first. Consult the Chancellor. Without the procurement of life necessities, we cannot flourish. Actually, probably, yeah. Food is security, Hayward, as is shelter. I agree, Chancellor Brody. Chancellor Daokin is grateful for your support and informs you that he and the farmers have brought enough apples to support the early food. Okay, so we got... Oh, what the heck? Event complete. Received 250 apples. I don't know what apples do. Reach a population of 40 farmers. Build a hemp. Produce clothing. So we need hemp for clothing. Flax oil, a unique oil that dulls the volatile effects of well gem crystals when they are submerged in it. Oh, well gem crystals, what the fuck? I don't like that some of my population still doesn't have a house. I'm going to put another house down. Me no like that. I wish it showed us how much water we were getting. You know, like per tick or whatever, so I can know if we're at a negative. There's probably a graph. Storage, production. Amount consumed. Right, because we didn't do it. We didn't do anything with those apples. That makes sense. Okay, I see what's going on. I think. What are we? So the firewood thing is. Oh wait, where are we getting all this wealth from? The farmers are making us. Okay, making us money. Probably the houses are probably making us money. I'm guessing. It looks like everybody's got a nice little house, so that's cool. Labor structures. Logistics. Miners camp. I don't have iron ore. Well. Do I think I might need another logging camp. I'm going to be honest. So I have 2 unemployed. I'm going to make another logging camp. That's what I'm going to do it. Okay. Or a wood chopper, actually. Because I think that will make... Yeah, these consume 2 per day. Requires 60 farmers to unlock apples. 60 farmers to unlock cider. Okay. Yeah, I just wish it showed up here. The statistics. Amount. How is it not showing amount? This all gets consumed though. A day? Where else would we put it? I mean, we need to figure out our next steps, to be honest. I guess I could put another farm together, but how do we... I want more population. Okay, now I have 3 unemployed. I think we're where is our total pop? I guess it's this, 23. Oh, it's right here, 23. Okay. So I need an outfitter. How are these apples? Oh, I could put more people here. Did the apples go bad? Like, when I play these, I kind of like to see if we can get humming along with what we have and then slowly upgrade. I wonder if these trees ever go away. Same with the rocks or the stone. Because I feel like we still don't... Why does it have this icon? Oh, I guess this has the stone. Probably same thing because it's producing something, is my guess. Does anybody not have wood? They don't have wood. I have 1 unemployed. Okay, I'm going to put a road in. You guys okay with that? Any road enjoyers? I'm going to put it in over here. I did not want... Okay, bro. Okay, dude. Yeah, get me rid of that. And then we're going to farm. A fermenter. What does a fermenter need? Oh, we need more farmers. So let's just maybe work on hemp. Oh, I don't want any. I want 0% unemployment, okay? Oh, there we go. 3 farmers join my kingdom. Okay, so people are moving in. They like it here, I guess. Or they think they might like it here. They are enjoyers of the Artifice Kingdom. What does that box mean? Issue detected. What's the issue? Maybe is the issue storage? Can this stockpile not take... No, there's hemp here. It can take 500. I don't know what the no box icon means. Oh, bunch of money. Nice. I think everybody's fully employed. Oh, we don't... No, not stone. I'm gonna max those out first. I just don't know what the issue is. Storage. Oh, okay. No available stockpile in range is its problem. Oh, it's the problem on this other side. That's why. Fuck. That was a good point, actually. I could build another stockpile. That would overlap and cover all this other stuff. I could do the same thing. Like, have it down this row. Right? Just do that. Boop. Put the road in. And then once that's built, it should be fine. How many people have to work here? I'll pull one out. So I don't know how many people. I don't know what adding more people to that even does for us, to be honest with you. So we'll build this guy. Look at my little minions, dude. Little sacks of production. Oh, I was like, dude, it hasn't gone away, but it's not built yet. Prioritize deliveries. Okay, now they're happy. I wonder if it's per thing. Knock out there. Like, so this can take 700 logs. No, it's the same. So we didn't get more storage capacity out of it. So building an extra one just is for a drop-off point. It doesn't actually lead to anything more than that. So at some point, we're not going to be able to store anymore, I think is what's going to happen. Okay, I think we need another thing of farmers. Fuck. Farmer structures, farmer house. Yeah, it's not big enough in there. We need another well over here. I hate how it's just like, just quite and not enough. I think we have to build another well. Well. Where's my well at? If I was a well... Okay. Oh, this is going to run into that, though. There's a lot of overlap there. I could do it down here. I think we'll just do that. I think we'll just do that. Wait, how come there's enough room here, but there wasn't on the up here? Because that's actually perfect. I think this would need to be moved one over to work. That's my guess. Oh, we don't have any workers to build because I moved them all. How do we do that? Jobs. I have a builder. Oh, maybe that's the point, is we don't have enough. That's fine. You can take the one builder time. We're good. We'll be fine there. Because he's building the well, yeah. Because once these other people move in, we'll be fine. I literally built these guys a road. Wait, why are they stalking? Oh, you know what? That's probably okay. I think I know. So I think the 3 people in here are the ones that go to the houses to stalk them. So the less people I have, the longer it obviously takes to stalk things. To the individual houses. I knew there had to be a reason why you'd want people in there. But that makes sense. Event start. What happened? The soil is rich on the surface, but the farmers doubt its stability mere feet below, which could inhibit the growth of rich, reliable resources. Chancellor Dickon comes to discuss the concerns with you. The farmers are weary. They fear the soil of the new line is not keen for growth. As we travel in this, many of the fields were lush and abundant. Such flora can arise from spoiled earth. Still, the farmers are struggling. It's possible the locals have knowledge and skills unknown to us. How different can things truly be here? I'm no farmer, but growing crops is essential to survival. I'm able to study land, though, could take it, but find some local with a great understanding. Perhaps it would be wise to secure a farmer who knows these lands. Do you think it's possible? I believe it's entirely possible, Highness, with the right scout and offer. Their knowledge has proven valuable to us. I have no doubt which can be gained outweighs the potential risks. What's the risk of studying? The other farmers get mad at us that we're not using them or something? Oh, yeah, it is right to doubt the knowledge of our own farmers. A willingness to learn will help us succeed. A scout will be sent to retain local scene farmer. They and theirs will be offered a home and land amongst your settlement and trade for their knowledge and skill. Okay. I mean, sounds like a good idea to me, right? And we are good idea enjoyers, I'll tell you that. Doesn't Borderlands 4 come out soon? My brain's so random. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to pay $80 for Borderlands though, because they're doing the whole $70 fucking early access thing, aren't they? Oh, it's September 12th. Why did I think? Maybe there was like news or something. Okay, that's not till September, so I don't really care. Okay. I'm real wary of that game. Okay. Wait, do I not have a guy? Shindel Mordell join my kingdom? Well, we have max water. So I guess I could pull one of those off. I don't think you guys have the noises because I turned that down. That is my bad, bro. Whoops. It's just been me talking this whole time. Holy sheesh. Oh my god. Wait, how do we have unemployed farmers? Let's pull up the job site. Food store as well, hemp farm. You're maxed. Now the primitive stockpile's a little bit different. I think we're probably okay there. Wood chopper's good. Camp's full. Logger camp. Food stores. 2 wells. How are we doing now? 2 unemployed. Hemp farm's fine. Okay. I mean, we're about to build even more. So I think we're fine with these here. I need an outfitter and a fermenter. And then we have hemp. Okay. So let's look into that. What? Oh, I think we need 60 farmers, right? Wait, I don't think I can do any of this till we have 60 farmers, huh? Who are these named people? I know we did that event, but... I might have to put another stockpile in. I guess I could move this quarry though. Yeah, let's reposition this. Okay. Kill this. Alright, give me a road. Give me a road. Let's just make that down the middle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was actually perfect. 1, 2. Okay. To there. Can this well... I think that well's fine. And then what we do is we come down and give another well. Wait, what? Too far away. Dude, what do you mean? I just counted it out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Too far away from what? I don't know what that means. I'm trying to put it in... Oh my god. Can I have a quarrier camp down here? Or? I'm so confused. It must be from the main thing or something. What? What do you mean? So this works, but the other one didn't? I was gonna put another well. I'm not gonna do that. Let's just do that. Oh wait. Oh wait, why did I do that? It's right here. God dang it. Alright, so I'm gonna place this next to the keep. This is the outfitter. Actually, hold on, I don't want to do that. Delete, 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 delete. I want to move it 1 up, actually. Like this, because of the road. pollution. Who's polluting in this piece? Now I got a double polluter. 7 unemployed. Okay. What's the issue here? No. Yeah, I figured stockpile. Okay. I could move that down. Actually, this was supposed to be a start of another stockpile. I'm gonna put a stockpile here. Just like this. Oh, I don't know. It's a double overlap, actually. So actually, it needs to be... go here. Well, now we can build it, so I'm kind of confused, or whatever. Oh, that's not even... I don't know if that's going to help. So we need one that reaches. Well, at least this is already planned out, so I'll do that. Go over here, do that. Okay. I always try to find some structure that's going to work here, but I don't know if this is going to work. Or it's something that I can mirror across the board. Yeah, that... It's just like, this is just a little bit too far across from each other. So if we had another one, we'd have to be in like this. To work for now. I don't think this one helps us. I'm just going to delete this one for now. We'll make this one instead. That should fix these houses. So now we're over here making hemp clothing. Oh, leather armor. Okay. We don't even have an army, bro. Fermenter. How much, we got 4 unemployed. Okay. So we can, there's a lumber yard for planks. That's for higher tier structures. Oh, this is a small guy. Oh, you know what? Oh, dude, I was hoping he'd fit in here. Damn. I was really hoping. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. People are gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad. We'll do this in phases. Okay, just small amounts here. I'm going to reposition these houses, I think. Because we're just literally one off, and we're wasting space. Man, I didn't get that guy either. How does this... I'm moving you, bro. You're getting moved right now. You need to come down one, I think. This is all a learning experience. Alright, you'll be fine right here. We'll road you there. We don't want to lose too many workers at once, though, if we're unemployed. We are at max apples. Is there something I can do with the apples? Probably trade or something. You guys better be... Why won't you... Oh, we need 6... That's right. We need 60 farmers to unlock that part. Okay. Oh, once this is built, we'll be fine. You know what? I could pull... Oh, wait. This is hemp. What am I doing? Hemp's fine. Let's pull some off of apple production. Because I think they'll go straight into construction so we can get this stuff built. Wait. I think I only need water for the houses. So what I think, honestly, you know what I should do? Delete this. And this. And put in a well here. We got some wealth that helps. Maintenance, militia, military. We're looking good over here. What time is it? Oh my god, 12:30. Are you in my Wii right now? No way. Dude! I thought you guys meant it. You need built before I move anything else. Where else are our workers working at? I'm confused why... Oh, they are working on it. Okay. I know, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. We're just moving your house, no big deal. So this road needs to move out one. Just one. That out. Move that out. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just fix this right now. Hopefully they can be houseless for a day and be fine. Oh no, they all left because of insufficient housing. Oh no. Fuck. Okay. Well, now we know that they pretty much leave instantaneously if you do that. All right. Let's get everybody out of the fields to make housing. Oh shit. Nobody was. It was still one building because of dang it. I don't want to pull them off everything. Okay. That's why it was taking it forever. Okay, we figured that out then. Yeah, we need housing before they all leave. Then we're definitely sunk. Still working on the water part. You guys are good. I think we're fine now. Oh, I guess... No, I guess we're not fine. $38, we're still good there. Oh, another event. Oh, shit. Sir Hayward's coming with an unsettling report. The corpse of 3 animals, guts removed, adorned with a makeshift altar within a farmer's house. Scents of rot and incense lingered in the air. Strange blood markings on the wall indicate a ritual taking place. You and Hayward make sense of what occurred. Speak plainly, Elson. What do you make of the scene? See nothing before. I've conducted this ritual must be from these lands. There were unusual symbols on the walls in the inner room centered from the altar. Upon the altar remains 3 animals, their hearts pulled from them missing, and circling the corpses as crystals, the ones that spring out around the province. Why do you believe the 3 hearts were taken? Perhaps they were key to the ritual, thus being those who took them, though it's unclear. From which creature? They were cut from the carcass ramps, a lynx, a jackal, and an otter. Such peculiar choices. Thank you, Sir Oizen. There's much more about Neesmore we have to learn, and now their customs have been touched upon us. We must develop our great understanding of this land and traditions. How quickly some traditions can be perceived as threats without proper knowledge. All the better learn what occurred here. Should another ritual occur, the consequences could be far more grim. I wholeheartedly agree to find out the purposes. Where do we start? 3 crystals could hold value or a threat. We should study them. Sir Hayward requires in the crystal... Wait, with the locals who speak crystal deep fondness, they explain they are Wakist, capable of great things, but also with them dwells risk. When asked for greater detail, none is given. Okay, more farmers joined. Okay. Let's relook at our job situation. Oh, we have a bunch of unemployed. Wood chopper. For now, you can sit in primitive storage. Obviously, the orchard wasn't being manned anymore. Now it is. Logger. Food stores. Well, hemp farm, same thing. Warrior camp's good. And then outfitter, which leaves what? 7 unemployed? Alright, we're back at a good situation, I think. You know what? I almost want to move these 2. I'm doing it. I'm such a little brat. Stockpile. Let's just pause it for now. Because I need to build... lumberyard's pretty fucking big. Okay, let's not do that yet. The fermenter. We have room. I do need the stockpile. So we have... Fuck. If we did this, then we have a problem again. Wait, why did I put it up against there? God dang it. Ah! The worst. I was trying to make these look similar. But really, if I was doing that, then this one would need to be one here. Circle of influence. Yeah, I'm doing it. Which one is it? This one? Oh, but then... No, it can fit there. It just can't. Wait, how did I do... Oh, it's right here. No, I don't want to do that. Whoops. That's that circle of influence. So I would need another well down here. Okay, I think I might... Okay, we should probably put other houses in here. It would work. I need a well here. Right. I'm not going to build them all. Just stick some down here for now. Okay. Yeah, we're still working at it. These are homeless. We got to hurry again. Actually, I have a bunch of unemployed, so they can just build for now. And we're max apples. I don't know what to do with those guys. How do... Oh, fuck. That's right. I keep forgetting. We need 60 farmers to unlock these other buildings. Okay, now everybody seems to be employed. Okay, that fixes the... Oh, shit. Right. Because we moved these guys. I remember. Right. What was it? It wasn't the well. What's the wood one? No. Are we missing stuff? We're missing the log thing. Whatever that was. Oh, wood chopper. Yeah, right here. The question is, do I want something in here down the middle? Let's demolish this for a second. Yeah, get rid of that. I have the room. A lumberyard still doesn't fit in here. That is crazy. It's one bigger. Maybe if I remove this road. Oh, no, I didn't want to... Oh, my God. I don't know why I didn't ask for a confirmation. There's no road there either. Dude, what is my problem? Outfit. Actually, let's do this. Lumberyard. An outfitter. Okay, what other stuff can I fit in here? That's what I was looking for. The fermenter. It depends on what I want in there. Actually, I don't even have any other structures, do I? Now, I'm wondering if it would make sense to make 2 of these. I am kind of curious if you get 1,000 instead of just 2. Okay, let's see what happens. I wonder if it doubles the amount you can have in there. Not. Let's build a couple more houses. Once we get to 60, I'll open up some more stuff for us. Let's just fill that whole block in. If it doesn't do that, then I'll just get rid of it, I guess. It did give us more, so I guess I'll leave it for now. It was like 300 more. The keep's probably providing some as why. Oh, you know what we're missing? Oh, logs into planks. We had a hemp? Insufficient resources. Okay. Wood chopper. I'm gonna get rid of you. We're gonna move you out some more. That's not it. Logger camp. Okay. Make sure it has a road of some sort down here. What am I looking for? Wood chopper. Double wood. Oh, the stockpiling range. So that's why we need the stockpile up there. Okay, let's get rid of this then. Alright, we demolish that. Boop. Wait, do you not have a stockpiling range either? Resources. You don't have enough wood? How? I'm a little confusion. Still a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. Just a little. Mr. Apple. Okay, now I'm confused again. Why? Okay, I will destroy you then. And we'll just flip you to this other side with the stockpile then. Wood chopper, that's fine. It should be in range of this guy right here. We are making planks, which I'm sure we'll need at some point. Actually, now we have enough farmers. So, do we have enough food? And they get hemp clothing. Which means, once we had cider, then they could... Okay. So we actually have plenty of housing, because we're getting a person for each. Now, the hemp clothing we're probably not perfect on. It's because we probably don't have a ton of it yet. Okay. Alright. I feel a little bit better. Wonder if I need another resource camp. Okay, they look good. What is this? Military structures? Wood fence? Oh, fuck. Clearly we can get attacked. Oh, I don't even know where to build that at. Just around the whole fucking thing. Barracks. So barracks needs a plank and 20 laborers. How do I assign people to be laborers? I probably need a labor fucking thing. Oh, well, there it is. Labor house, yeah. I need a flax meal. What's that sound? You better not. I don't know what that is, but you better... Wait, did these guys upgrade? Are these the same houses? I can't tell. Maybe it's the daylight. Maybe it just feels like there's more. Caravan. Good, move goods, people, resources. Trader's hut. Let's trade between provinces while providing safe for merchants stop to keep their wares. I wonder if this can go up here and be fine. Oh, it might need to be in the area of the stockpile. I might just have to build another stockpile up here instead of trying to maneuver. We'll see if that works or not. I have a lot of unemployed right now. I could put a flax farm together, which I will. We're gonna need another one of these then. Which has tradition. Actually, I haven't even decided how far apart they're supposed to be. Would they be able to cover... I don't know if they'll cover everything there. I think we'll just put it here. We'll put the road right here. Put that there. Come on, bro. All we need is... There we go. Primitive stockpile. Boop. Trade offers. Display all weapon resources. Okay. I was just curious. I'm sure that comes in handy at some point. Oh, fermenter. Refines flax into flax oil. Cookhouse. Not enough rope. Not enough rope. Produces resources such as rope and furniture. Craftsman. Oh, these are different houses. So we'd have to put in laborers' houses here. Wait, it needs to be in range of a what? What is this circle? It's not really centered on anything. What do they need? Do they need to be in range of these? No, this pops up every time you do that. Your laborers gather in the tavern's walls. Whoa. I mean, I guess we can build it and just see. They're just as wide as the other houses, which is nice. And then a craftsman. I guess we could keep with tradition and do this. I think we'll just do this and pull this in too while we're at it. This all looks a little weird, but it might look a little better if I do this. Pull that down. This doesn't cost any labor stuff, just mainly looks. That looks good to me. See no reason not to fill this in too. Make it like a trade thing. I have a feeling I might start running out of wood. Whoa, get your first laborers to move in? Oh, okay, yeah. We did do that. We haven't even made the labor thing though. Unemployed. How many are employed? Oh, I guess that's... wait, 4 unemployed laborers. A bunch of unemployed farmers. Wait, why are you guys mad? Food stores and tavern. Oh, I don't have a tavern. Oh, they need a tavern? Oh, shit, bro. Well, maybe I wasn't ready for them. And the tavern needs to be in range of those guys. Let's see. Okay, what else did they want? Within a... oh. They need a food stores up here too? Interesting. Maybe I should move that farm up there. Yeah, they need food stores. Where does this... this reaches here, so I would need another well here. I guess it could be down here. Shit. And then we can put in the food stores here. It's just as big as everything else. Okay. So which way were you guys facing? I want you guys all facing the same way, so I'm gonna destroy you. Hold on. I think they're faced like that. They are. Okay. Why are you guys mad? Oh, we're fixing your well problem right now, bro. How did you not have a well problem before, though? That's... well, okay. Wait, how? Aren't you... oh, shit. They maybe be just one too many over. And that just leaves fermenter. If I was a fermenter, where would I be? Not enough planks and rope. I'd get that. That's fine. Wheat farm. I have the other 3 farms up here, so we're okay there. Pork ranch and stable. Oh, right. I forgot with the overlap. It pulls that from their same water table. So it reduces. That's fine. There's nothing I can do about that right now. Are we still building? At least get the unemployed building. These guys, you're full. I think everybody's full. People are still moving in, too. Not enough water to put out a fire. Well, how's that unique to you? That's what I'm kind of curious about. How is that a unique situation for you? What's going on here? Is nobody building? Oh, I guess because you need... Maybe we don't have no planks. It doesn't explain this then. Oh, this is planks as well. Okay, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Just destroy that. For now. But just the ones that we haven't built yet. Actually, I'll get rid of you too. Okay. And I'll just move you over here instead. Labor structures. Laborer's house. There. Interesting. Are we not plank heavy? They're not building this for a reason. I'm assuming because these people, is anybody taking, who's taking planks? The planks are going away. They're going somewhere. 26 0 7. Actually, I think they, okay, I think they're maneuvering the planks. Insufficient hemp? You're at 7 still. Actually, I think you just came up to 35. 7 and 35. Okay, yeah, I saw it, +4. So it's the planks that are slowing us down here. So you know what? I'm gonna get rid of you for now. Because you take planks. And then we needed 50 here. Planks wouldn't be a big issue. We just need them all at the same time is the problem. You get an hour 14 every time. Let's see. Clothing seems to be pretty low as well. I could put another hemp field up here maybe. Maybe we should do that because I have so many farmers. Just do it. Are you not done yet? 3 more and we're good. And what this gives us... Well, money's fine, actually. Well, luckily nobody's tried to come over and take over a civilization. That would be a problem. Craftsman, good. So you need... Oh, well, I'm glad we did that because the rope also costs hemp. No workers assigned? Really? Oh, does it need laborers? What does it need? I'm confused. And, oh, they don't have a house. Wait, who doesn't have a house? Is that a laborer? I must be a laborer. So give me a labor structure. Not tavern. Give me a laborer's house. I mean, I feel like this is not bad for our first run, I'm going to be honest. I have it on hard, but I'm not really sure what that... Wait, what is this? Oh, well-grown presence. Oh. I don't... Oh, God. I guess it's this mist, maybe? Maybe this is purple mist. Maybe that's like a massive, like, attack event or something. So it's kind of like the timer to get that before that happens. That's my assumption on that one, anyway. I'm guessing a flax farm. How do we not have the farmers? Oh, maybe because they're builders? That's why. Oh, there we go. I had too many builders still. True, good point. Good point. Well, water's at least maxed. I don't know how the caravans work, but... What were we building here? Oh, a tavern. Yeah, that way we make them happy. Where are you at, bro? You have food stores? What? You were fine before. It's a lot of progress. What is the blue structure we're missing over here? Oh, pork ranch and stable. Oh, I guess if you click it. There. I've already seen it. Foliage. Oh. This reduces... Oh, I guess that's a place I can put this shit. Ah, okay. This reduces pollution. Okay. Well, then I don't need fill-in stuff here. I can use these bonsai trees. Costs money, though. Small, wait, these give you the same thing? So there's small yellow trees, and they do effectively the same, okay. I'm just getting one of each here. They all cost money though, but we'll do it. Not sure how pollution affects us, but we do have a problem here. Oh god, one of your structures on fire? You should spread the monitors. It's wise to provide all your buildings access to water such well. Firehouse, without them, you gain firehouse. Okay. Or do people put it out, or? So it's got a water meter. So the guy's running it from here, but why aren't more people doing it? Great. Maybe builders? I have a bunch of unemployed. I don't understand why only one person is doing the water, though. It's making it spread. Now that one's out. There. Why are people not focused on putting out the fire? Moving to a well. Maybe well needs to be up here. I wonder if I can just do this. Guess, nope, they figured it out. Dude, how? What? Oh, was I supposed to do this? Increase the food storage, but the cost to build one? Oh my god, I didn't even go through this. Oh, I wasn't researching anything this whole time. Oh god. I didn't even think about this part. The only thing I really understand is this fire thing. Like it's just been fire. I only have like one guy doing the firefighting. No workers. Who's supposed to work those? Yeah, by the time that happens, they got another well. I don't see a job for firefighting, is the problem. Like if they would just put these out at the same time, we'd be fine. I don't know how it's only one guy doing this. It's so close. Dude, are we finally out of fire now? Holy shit. I thought we were just gonna have the whole thing burned to the ground again. I don't know how you fix the health of it either. Build a firehouse? Yeah, how do we build a firehouse? Do I even have one unlocked? I don't think we have one. That's all foliage. I didn't see... Damn, I don't see anything here, bro. I got question marks and that's it. Why are you guys mad now? Tavern unavailable. Why is tavern unavailable? Why'd you guys... I'm so confused. Why is there nobody in that camps? Structure storage is full. I'm guessing the stone and stuff. Alright, let's figure this out. Holy cow. Let's see, this is the level of knowledge you gotta do. It's the, where is it? Tavern. Maybe we don't have the... I need to find it. Where is it? Where's Tavern? None of planks to build. Why would that be an issue if it's built already? I don't understand. Wait. I'm guessing we don't have units for it, because that's the only thing that makes sense here. Is they're occupied, but I don't have... It's a cookhouse. Maybe it's the ferment. I think it's the fermenter. I think it says we don't have a fermenter for it, actually, to be honest. Fuck, not enough room there either, though. That might be it. You can't have a tavern if we don't have ferments for it. Where was the research? Terminology, I think is what it was. Additional worker, but you get more firewood. Militia upgrade. Chance of fire. Oh. Well bonus. The effective wells increase with her, but their production decreases. Oh, their area. Edicts or laws? Oh my god. Choices, benefits, and drawbacks to your kingdom. Well production, but storage space. Increase their yield, but will require an employee increase of 50%. How do I get? You must. Oh, I need one more upgrade from up here. The Welgrim is a mysterious force in the presence of which can alter the word of myriad expected way. The potential greatly disrupt the alter state of your kingdom and the world itself. Purple mirror will clothe the research bar, displays the current present Welgrim and your settlements to expand your kingdom with disturb natural world. Be more to this essence. Welgrim crystals will spring up in your territories. Harvest your volatile research need to unlock special storage. After the search meter was set, slowly expanding once more. Okay. So this right here. Another resource. I still don't know then. There's clearly a back meter to that. I'm not sure what that is either. I have no idea. I don't know why there's no units for it. That is a mystery to me. Oh, maybe because they're all the craftsmen, maybe? Ah, okay. I only have 4. I see. Why are they unhappy now? There we go. In a weird way, I was stuck in a cycle. Dude, I figured it out. So now I have enough for here. But I needed 2 to man and they were all manning the craftsmen. That makes sense. Firewood's consumed by 50% less, but resin is... Okay. Well, do I have to? Oh. Oh. Okay. I did do an edict, alright. Alright, dude. Everything's happening at once. I was already doing this. Oh, now I have a 3rd. I think it's because I didn't go in this menu, so now it's telling me all this stuff at once. That's fine. Well, now you're mad. Oh, because he... Wait, we're out of apples? Uh-oh. You know what? That actually does make sense. Holy water. That makes sense because we're using it for brewing now. Okay. Oh my god, it's already 1:30? Okay. I got to ooh-wee. I swear it's like 20 minutes, but that's what has happened when I was learning. Oh no. Whoop. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I just realized it's 1:30. Can't stay up too much later. So thanks for chilling. Yeah, pretty cool. I didn't really get into the game, so I'm gonna have to do it later. But at least I have a base level of knowledge. So have a meepy and a squeaky. Oh, I just fucked that one up. What's tomorrow? Oh, Friday. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If I don't see you when I see you, I guess we will see you when I do see you. So.